boat, getting ready to go fishing from the bank. Just came out here to grab a couple things that I'm going to need for the day. First thing you're going to want is like a multi-purpose rod. This right here is a torque power rod. It's paired up with a Lew's SSG 1H bait casting reel. It's like an all-around good rod for fishing a multi amount of baits. Spinner baits, worming, fluking, top water. It's just like an all-around good rod. You want to get yourself some soft plastic so you can fish around cover that has that you can get stuck in, so stuff you can fish weedless. This here is a J Riv crawl from VCL Baits. You can rig this Texas style, or you can put it on jig head and fish it with an open hook. Of course, famous Senko. Got some spinner baits. If you notice, I have all different colors. I have a clear, if the water is going to be clear out, if it might have rained, the water might be dirty. A little something with some chartreuse and white in it. A little dark if it gets cloud cover out. I like to throw like a darker spinner bait sometimes, give the bass something different. If they're going to be feeding on top, you see fish busting, you want to get buzzbait out. This is like a really good bait for a big fish. These are from Aero Lures. You want to get baits from top that you can fish from top to bottom. So this is a swim bait, medium to deep diving crankbait, and nice wake bait, all from Aero Lures. Great company, they make great baits. Also, grab myself a jig. A jig's another bait you can fish around wood, rocks, grass. This one here was made by Bob Brennan from Black Label Plugs, and it's rigged with a J Riv crawl. This is a custom color I had done. Of course, the Z-Man chatterbait, can never go wrong with that. You also want to make sure you grab yourself a multi-tool. This here has pliers, a knife, a little saw. There's all kind of things on it to help you out for the day if you need it. Eyelet cleaner. Get yourself a pair of clippers so you can cut the line, and a hook sharpener. You're all set. You want to travel light. You know, you're going to be fishing from the bank. You're going to be walking around. You don't want a lot of heavy equipment. You know, get yourself a little bag, some spray for ticks, sunblock, a hat, glasses, and you'll be set. Let's go out to the water. Okay, so here we are at the lake. This lake has a lot to offer. Just from looking at it, I see it has some points, it has this bridge, there's a nice bank to fish from, probably some weeds over there. I see some weeds, boat dock, there's another boat dock. There's a couple little flat spots it looks like down there. So if I was going to fish this lake from the shoreline, I would go by the time of year that I'm going to be here. I would figure out, okay, we're going in the summer, so the fish want shade. I look for shady spots. I look for places I would think would be a little deeper water, like around these bridge pilings. You know, I would think maybe under some shaded areas underneath the boat docks and the grass. And that's probably where we're going to start. You know, try moving baits. I like fishing aggressive, so I would try some baits that you could fish that you would get reaction strikes from first. If that didn't work, then I would slow down and try some worming. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm planning on fishing this dock from the bank. So one of the first things I want to do is not go running right up on it. I'm going to stay back. I'm going to fish around it. If I don't catch anything, then I might walk out on the dock and fish around it. You don't want to spook the fish. These guys, they can pick up vibration and they can see you. You know, they have that lateral line that goes down on the side of their body. It's very easy for them to be spooked, and they know you're coming. You know, after we fish this, we might cruise down this bank a little bit. As you can see, there's weeds already in the water here. You know, looks like the wind's blowing into this bank, which might help with blowing bait fish into the shoreline. So you could fish this lake like you were fishing from a boat. You just have to think before you act. trick is to stay back a little bit. Not get right on everything, not jump up on it top of the shoreline. When you walk up to a shoreline, cast down it. You want a fan cast so you can cover the whole area before going to your next spot. You know, like I said, I might fish a spinnerbait for a few minutes, and then I'm going to switch over to a worm or something like that to see if I can get a bite that's not a reaction bite. This lake receives a lot of fishing pressure, so you want to be different. Here's another cool little spot. You can see the weeds in the water. I saw a nice fish swirl over here after something, so I'm going to pull my worm out. And I'm going to try to fish real slow in the pockets of the weeds, but you can see how far I am from the shoreline. If I don't catch anything from back here, then I'll slowly move up to it. And you want to be as stealthy as you could be. See how I'm fishing up against the shoreline here? Before I walk up on it, because once you walk up on it, it's over. Those fish are gone. Really shallow here. I'm going to try to buzz them up. I know what you're thinking. Buzz bait in the middle of the day? Sun up? Yes, exactly. It's exactly what we're going to throw. You think these fish don't jump in the middle of the day? You think bait fish don't get injured during the middle of the day with the sun out? They do. I think this is one of the most natural presentations you can give. You know, it looks like a frog swimming around, or, you know, a bait fish that's been injured. Something that, easy target. I think people get it in their head that they can only throw a buzz bait when there's cloud cover first thing in the morning, but this bait will produce all day long. Great over top of weeds. A lot of weeds here in this lake, so figure we'll throw it right over top of the weeds. It's like 2-3 feet deep. awesome way to catch fish, especially when they come up and hit it and the fish explode on it. It's just crazy. This particular buzzbait is one of my favorites. It's made by a company called Cavatron, Mega Strike Cavatron. Bob Urick. You can find him on Facebook. Super cool guy. And make sure you clean off your baits too so they run properly. I changed the skirt on this. This bait doesn't come with this skirt. But I've had it for so long that the skirt went bad. You want to crank it just enough to keep the blades turning. Not too fast, not too slow. You just want to piss those fish off so they hit it. One more cast in this spot. We're going to move along. I'm saying about traveling light. You know, I parked way over there, and I've already walked over here. So the whole point is to keep it light, make it easy on yourself. Bring what you need. Why lug around a big giant box?